This video series is brought to you by StarCityGames.com. Visit us for all your Magic the Gathering needs. In this video, we'll be covering vampires in the M10, Alara block, and Zendikar standard. This deck is very straightforward in that it generally wants to play creatures and attack for the win. The creature curve begins with Vampire Hexmage, who is great at dealing with planeswalkers, Bloodghast, who is quite the persistent foe who must be exiled to be rid of proper, and Gatekeeper of Malakir, who is more of a 3-drop than 2-drop because you want to get the most value out of him by using his Chainer's Edict-like ability. Our 3-drop consists of the powerful 2/3 flyer Vampire Nighthawk. At 4 mana, Vampire Nocturnus is often a game-winning creature if the top card of your library is black, as the +2/+1 and flying bonus is usually too much to handle by the time he hits the battlefield. The creature curve is topped at 5 with Malakir Bloodwitch, a creature that not only drain lifes your opponent upon hitting the battlefield, but has protection from 2 of the most powerful white spells in Standard, Path to Exile and Baneslayer Angel. This creature's ability to push through those spells is paramount to success. On the spell side, we have Disfigure and Tendrils of Corruption as our instance. Disfigure is very much the black shock, as it deals with any 2 toughness or less creature, as well as shrinking your opponent's creatures to acceptable levels. Tendrils of Corruption takes advantage of the fact that you are mono black, often pulling you from the brink of defeat while also removing a blocker or annoying creature. As for sorceries, Sign in Blood is very much Night's Whisper 2.0, and is a welcome draw spell that can also kill an opponent who happens to be at 2 or less life. Mind Sludge again takes advantage of your mono-black nature by making your opponent discard 5 or more cards, preferably on turn 5. The final spell usually featured in the deck is Grim Discovery, allowing you to easily recover from Day of Judgment, Earthquake, or other sweeping effects while also retrieving used fetch lands from your graveyard. Speaking of, the mana base is very simple, using the 8 black fetch lands available in Standard along with pure basic swamps. Sideboarding options include more Disfigures and Malakir Bloodwitches for weenies and white-based control decks of all kinds. Deathmark for white and green decks, more Mind Sludges and Duress for control decks, and Marsh Casualties normally sneaks in for dealing with weenies, landfall creatures, and the antithesis to the deck, White Knight. I hope this overview has given you a little insight on how Vampires works, and I hope you give it a shot in the current Standard environment.